So, that'll be the end of... Wait, did I miss a chest? No, I thought I brought them all up. Wait, that doesn't look like mine. Seriously? Do we really need the ominous atmosphere right now? I'm scared enough. Alright, here goes nothing. I'll skip the pleasantries. We've been watching you, Alecks. Okay. And your tenacity has proven impressive to us, given the amount of tests we've sent your way. That explains that. So allow me to introduce myself. I am with the collective, and you have been chosen. Hardcore Minecraft. It's a game mode I've seen everywhere. I've loved content on it for as long as I can remember, from the 100 days videos to the Let's Plays, but I've never earnestly played it myself. I always thought to myself, I'm a builder. I explore and I build. I can hold my own in PvP, I'm decent at overall game mechanics, even the useless ones like Enderman Sight in spectator mode, or dyeing leather armor, riding pigs, the furnace mine carts, or charcoal, which... Why is charcoal even an option when coal is one of the most abundant ore in the... But why would I ever play in hardcore mode? I'm a builder. Well, today that changes. Originally, the format of this video was going to be 100 days challenge. Nothing too complicated, just survive and progress in the game in hardcore for 100 days. But, as it turns out, I don't trust myself nearly enough for that. So, new plan. We split the 100 days challenge into a Let's Play. Test the waters as we go. If I can make it to 100 days, I'll combine the footage into a 100 days video, and continue on that world from 100 days to 200 days and 300 days, and so on. So enough rambling. Let's do this. So I'm not gonna lie, the start was rough, to say the least. So... this isn't looking good for me. Survival 101 would dictate that the first things I need to do are to get wood and get, oh boy, food, but I can't imagine I'm gonna find wood out here anytime soon. The game spawned me in a vast, spiky tundra biome, with not a useful resource in sight. No trees, no food, nothing. I'm just kinda hoping that I don't run into polar bears. Wait, is that grass? Does the grass have wood? Are you serious? The iron? Are you kidding me? Okay, this feels unnecessarily cool. Oh my. Okay, so this is gonna become a running theme here. Understood? You gotta be kidding me. Okay, so find trees. Finding trees has become even more important than it ever was. This is gonna be rough. But I wouldn't let this deter me. I had tactics. Survival 101. Task 1. Find trees. This would allow me to finish task 2. Make tools in order to gain fundamental resources like coal, stone, iron to get armor and find food. You already knew that. But apparently the game didn't, because it took the game way too long to give me a tree. Kind of vital. And technically it never did, because as I was crossing the tundra without a single penny to my name, I happened across a miracle. And his name was Jeffrey. At least that's what I called him. There's some kind of sick joke that feels like a trap, but I'm dumb enough to fall for it, so... Ooh, that is dark. Hello? Spawn I here alone? Considering I hear zombies, I do appreciate your service. This is a little awkward, I'm aware. But to be fair, I spawned in a tundra, so I feel like this is fair. You know, I'm happy to be here too, my guy. I know it can get a little lonely out here. I am nothing if not a pal. You've given me a place to... Why are you opening the door, Jeff? Come on, man. You've given me a place to sleep for the night. I really do appreciate that. We're friends. Anyway, Jeffrey provided me with much needed food, weapons, and armor that would actually allow me to further my trek across the tundra. But as I plundered... graciously accepted his offerings, I realized something. Jeff was a lone fisherman in the middle of the tundra whose house was surrounded by darkness. I had been hearing zombies the entire time I had been in his house. I didn't think he'd last very long, but I was grateful that we were able to meet for even a brief period before his inevitable demise. You're a real one, Jeff. So, from Jeff's contributions, we finished Task 1. Find wood. So I now move to collecting resources. Also, I stole Jeff's bed so I could sleep through the night and not have to worry about finding sheep. So, I had food, basic tools, resources, armor, and a bed. Sounds to me like Task 2 might be completed. So now it was time for me to journey to find a place to build a base. But before I did this, I went back to where it all started, to once again thank my new friend before I really moved on. I had no idea how far I was gonna need to go to find a good place to build a base. I might never see him again, and I'm really gonna miss him. While I was there, I protected him with my life, and I got a good sword from it upgrade, I guess? Now Jeff could never question my friendship, and I knew we'd be pals for as long as he lives. It was now day 4, and the real journey begins. My criteria for a good spot to build is, number 1, close-ish to a village. Like within running distance to a useful village, but not so close that I'll get them all wiped out every night. I don't want that to be on my hands. Number 2, the scenery and landscape has to be picturesque. I'm talking rolling mountains, vibrant colors, thick fog if possible because shaders. Additional benefit if there's a bustling ecosystem in the area. Makes it easier to get food and animals. And lastly, I need diverse wood selections. Acacia is the bane of my existence, and birch is a close second. I'm gonna need some dark oak and some spruce to even make this happen in a relatively sane way. And thus began the journey of finding a spot that was able to fulfill all of these criteria. I could genuinely probably just make this into a montage. Yeah, my apologies, that was a lot. But to be fair, that is 100% what it felt like. I searched high and low for the perfect spot when I stumbled across a familiar sight, but this wasn't my oldest friend and compatriot, yet the area was wrong. I had to get to the bottom of this.
That doesn't bode well. Jeffrey? No, his house is like in the ice biome. Okay. Hello? You are not Jeffrey. Are you? No. Once again, killing time here. At least I don't have to steal your bed. That's cool. Kinda cozy vibes. I don't have to call you though. Gregory. Jeffrey and Gregory.
Turns out, this humble abode belonged to a man named Gregory, and while he had many resources for the cause, he was the shyest man I have ever met. He kept not making eye contact and not wanting to be in the same room with me. It was the weirdest thing.
It's a lonely life you live out here, but a lonely fisherman. I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. What can I do for him? You know, the mistake I made with my boy Jeffrey in the original that I took without giving back. I mean, that's not the vibe. Here you go, bud. I'll be a major solid. You get the best trees in the game. Look at that. Don't say I never did anything for you, buddy. I don't know if it's like the safest to be out here right now, my guy. It's raining.
So, after I said my goodbyes to Gregory, I continued my adventure to find a village. The beginning of this journey was seeming to take a little bit longer than I normally would have anticipated. But one thing that did make the arduous travel slightly more entertaining was the little animal friends I met along the way. Ooh, okay, that was cute. Alright, okay. Well, see, I haven't really messed around with the swamps, so I didn't know what these little dudes look like, and they're very cute, very good. Alright, moving on. Do not lose focus. Turtles! Turtle. God, I want a turtle sanctuary. I'm never gonna be able to, but I want one. I want it. New goal. Additional goal. Turtle sanctuary.
You gotta be kidding me. No way. Is it woodland man? Yeah, it is. I promise I will come back to this. This will be a target. This will be a goal. I have leather armor, a little bit of it, so... think that's necessarily doable right now, but I will keep you in mind. It's horrifying. It's horrifying. This game's like, oh, remember how you got food kind of early and a bed? You want to take them on a woodland manor before you even have iron armor? No thank you. I'm fine.
After another 3 days of non-stop travel, I stumbled across my first village.
The narrative I've crafted for myself, the self-imposed narrative of that I am god tier and that this will go fine and I won't die right away, starting to wear off because I feel like I should be finding some villages before I build, but also wait, no way. Wait, there's 2 villages. You kidding? Okay, let's go. Nice. Hello everyone. It is nice to meet you all. You are all very far away from where I want to build. So though I have found you, I am not the happiest. I was really hoping you'd be slightly closer. But there are cats here. And I really want cats. Ah boy. I have to make a quick decision. Right after I finish robbing you all blind.
My inventory was pretty full at this point, so I couldn't accept most of their gifts. But I did ask around about where I might find the sign that leads me to the next village.
Yeah, don't mind me. You're good. You know where the other villages? Okay. No, it's fine. You're probably busy. You're probably super busy. See you two just kind of hanging over here. Would you happen to know? Would you happen to know where another village is? Alright. Beginning to harbor ill feelings, ill will towards these villages.
Let's just say that the town wasn't the friendliest, so I moved on. And I found the second village, alone, without anyone's help. And while we're on the subject of being in a giving mood, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Okay, that's enough, jeez. The second village was about 300 blocks away, and I knew this wasn't the right village for me, but I couldn't quite put my finger on why. Too many kids. I got no way. So I continued on my trek to find the perfect village.
Alright, I believe it is time to give up the goose. It has been multiple days at this point, and I have found 3 villages that all took a very long time to find, and they're all kind of trash. So, maybe we're a lone wolf in this. Probably not smart considering trading and everything, but like, yikes. Getting to be a bit much.
After another 4 days of gruesome travel, I finally stumbled across my next village.
The thing I'm gonna do, what I have been doing, I'm dropping it and heading back towards the area. You gotta be kidding me. Why every time I give up? This isn't that far away from where I want to build. It doesn't look like the best village, but it's the best so far, which I will not complain about.
And it looked perfect. There were plenty of villagers. I loved the landscape, and there were cats. That's always a plus. Wasn't on the list, but it's an additional benefit if present. Some parts of the village were a bit hazardous, but it wasn't anything I couldn't handle. Sorry, it's my cat. It's on a scratch post and it's very loud. You done, bub? Clip. Sweet boy.
Great talking to y'all. Farewell. They loved me. So popular in villages, you know.
So after a quick nap in the village, I wandered off to find the perfect spot to build now that I knew where my village would be. The issue with that was now the game overlords wouldn't stop throwing me new villages.
Same old dude. Honestly, same.
And this wasn't a good thing because I didn't want to build inside of a village. I needed to find a spot to build near the village I had chosen that wasn't also inside of a village. That was rule number 1. It seemed like no matter how far I ran, there was another village every single time.
No way. Okay, I'd like to just go home now. I kind of would like to just not find more villages. Okay. It's actually gonna be a much. I'll loot you later. I need to find home.
Until I finally found it. This area I'd found was close to multiple villages, was teeming with wildlife. There were chickens and goats and pigs, sheep, and was the definition of picturesque. And I didn't have to worry about the tree situation because it had taken me so long to find this place that I collected almost every tree in the game already. This was to be my base of operations. So the first thing I did after finding the area I wanted to build in was to terraform it and start collecting resources. I did this for a really long time. A really long time. I was chopping trees, collecting stone back in the mines, replanting the trees, chopping them again, replanting them again, to the point that I even was chopping down acacia wood along the way. Yeah, acacia wood. For anyone that knows me, you know that I consider this a cardinal sin. The first time I picked it up, I wasn't aware that it was acacia wood. It looks a little bit different in the texture pack that I use. But when I hovered over that acacia wood in my inventory, a little part of me died, and I realized that that might be the sacrifice it requires for me to make it out of this alive. Dramatic, but probably true. Probably. I planted my sugarcane that I had collected along the journey, just on the edges. I didn't give this much thought, it sort of just went where it could. Got distracted during this process, had to take care of some things. I finally had iron armor, and I just realized that I never even crafted a real iron sword, just a questionable one that I grabbed at Jeffrey's place. And once I felt like I'd acquired enough resources, I started building. Now the thing that I was going to build was a multi-system farm. It was going to be multifunctional and have the ability to store the food that was grown there and cook the food that was grown there. Also some composters just in case I needed more bone meal. And I knew it was going to take quite a few resources. But this is what I did. And I did it for several days. In addition to building the farm, I also added animal farms to the side of the mountain. And my own little temporary room at the side of the mountain. But knowing that I was planning to build a house at the top of the staircase on the mountain, I eventually, after I was done building, went up there to clear out some of the area. Also, in the midst of cleaning out the area up top and flip-flopping back to actually building the thing I was supposed to be working on, I gathered some sheep and put them into a pen, and I gathered some chickens and put them into a pen. During the building of the farm area, I also decided I wanted to build some additional little atmospheric builds along with the farm. And so, what came of that was this little dock that I decided to work on. Of no consequence, just liked how it looked. If you are actually interested in seeing the details of me building this area, you can check out the long play I made for this build. It'll already be live on my channel by the time this video is. In addition to that, I noticed that the area that I had chosen to build on was sort of its own little island. And so the quickest way for me to connect to the other surrounding islands would be to build bridges. And so I got started on one of those to one of the closest islands nearby. And I never had any interruptions. None of them. Ever. Not while building. Not while gathering resources. Not while building the farm. Not while building the bridge. Yeah, this was getting a little rough, not gonna lie. I was getting really suspicious. I was starting to get paranoid. So, I finished off the multifunctional, multi-level build I was working on. I've added a few different farms. I'll probably expand more into this area to add more farms as I need them. I've also added furnaces, storage, and composters to every plot of farm. And right now, I've added animal farms into the side of the mountain, but I might move these later. I also added my own temporary room in the mountain, but I definitely will be moving this. I'm planning on building a house at the top of the staircase going up the mountain. I think that'll look cool. I will also plan on trying to actually utilize game mechanics like automated redstone farms, villager trading, etc. Also, I need to figure out some way to rescue Jeff, my bestie, maybe even Gregory, if I'm feeling particularly charitable. Yeah, I'll probably bring him here. I'm gonna get bored here on my own. So, that'll be the end of... Wait, did I miss a chest?
No, I thought I brought them all up. Wait, that doesn't look like mine. Seriously? Do we really need the ominous atmosphere right now? I'm scared enough. Alright, here goes nothing. I'll skip the pleasantries. We've been watching you, Alecks. Okay. And your tenacity has proven impressive to us, given the amount of tests we've sent your way. That explains that. So allow me to introduce myself. I am with the collective, and you have been chosen. I don't know how I feel about that. The timing's much too soon now to divulge any more details. But I will ask, do you really think your starting point was a coincidence? Have you considered that maybe there's more to your new friend than meets the eye? Progress and continue to prove yourself, and the truth will come to light. The collective. Well. The collective. Huh. I mean, that would explain the terrible luck I've had so far. Hey, what have I gotten myself into? Well, thanks for checking out the video. They got a little weird there at the end, but... Oh, dear God. Right now? Feel free to recommend anything you think I should do, or learn to do, so I'm not stuck here twiddling my thumbs with nothing to do but build a ton, because to be fair, the directions from the collective on what I should do were a bit vague. I guess we'll follow that mystery in the next video, though it feels like I don't have much of a choice. Anyway, see you next time.